This is another clip showing the capabilities of the Trident automatic air primer. We're here in Carroll County, Maryland with Winfield Community Volunteer Fire Department engine 142, which is a 1,500 gallon a minute pump. We are looking at the air primer, which actually is this little device right here. Nothing fancy, and it's outfitted on that pumper. We have a basic setup, 20 feet of hard sleeve, 6-inch hard sleeve, going to a strainer, and we're going to demonstrate the high flow discharge. So what's going to happen is we're going to try to open a high flow, which is feeding 5-inch hose to a hose diffuser that'll flow in excess of 1,000 gallon a minute. On a regular pumper with a rotary vane primer, very possible that the operator was going to have to pull the primer while trying to open in that high flow. We're running it at idle speed. We're not even going to 1,000, just to make it a little more challenging. Here comes the water. Up it comes. Should see discharge pressure very shortly. It's building now. There we go. We have discharge pressure. Now the operator is putting it in the automatic mode and is not going to touch the throttle. We're going to begin opening that high flow and see what happens. You can hear the air primer activating. It's open all the way. We're flowing water out the end. And now he's going to run his throttle up to 1,000. So what's pretty interesting is that at idle speed, with the motor hardly working, the air primer took care of the big opening that occurred on the high flow. We're going to check the flow here real quick to see what kind of flow we're getting. Of course, the flow has nothing to do with the air primer, but we want to check while we're at it. So here we go. That shows roughly 52 psi, 2.5-inch flow monitor, 52, about 1,218 gallon a minute. And that's our setup. So the setup is the high flow coming off the side, and using that air primer in the automatic mode, the driver operator was able to open the high flow and never once lose prime. Probably one of the most advantageous features of this automatic air primer.